Hi guys, welcome back. This Infinix phone has a broken screen, so I'm going to show you how to replace its screen step by step. First of all, my name is Alan Newton and let's get started. First of all, I removed the SIM card tray. I then used a tweezer by pressing it at the edge of the phone in order to remove the back cover. I then successfully removed it, hence exposing the inbuilt battery. Now here some people think that this battery is unremovable, but this battery you can remove it in case you want to change a new one, maybe in case it is spoiled. So I used the screwdriver to remove the downer plastic, hence exposing the flex. The flex contains the charging system and has a fiber that runs to the motherboard. I then used the screwdriver again to remove the plastic that covers the motherboard. This plastic cover has a fingerprint, so you should be extra careful while removing it in order not to tear its fiber. Now the next step is to remove the inbuilt battery. We have to remove the inbuilt battery because the screen fiber passes down under the battery. This battery has a lot of glue which is very strong, so you should be careful while removing it. Sometimes you should use benzene or alcohol. Now the fiber for the dead screen can be seen. I unpinned it from the motherboard. Now the next step is to remove the dead screen. Sometimes you can use a screen separator. The screen separator is a special machine and it might be of help because it heats up the phone, hence weakening the glue. This makes your work easier while removing the dead screen. For my case, I just forcefully removed it because my machine was faulty. I forcefully removed it and its fiber. While forcefully removing it, its fiber got torn from here. So I pushed it from the other side and then removed it from the opposite side. Now after this, the most important thing is to clean the board. The board has to be cleaned thoroughly so that when we put a new screen, it does not disturb and fits well on the board. This board, sometimes it is called a titanium board due to its hardness. I used the tweezer to remove the dirt that was on the sides. During this stage, you should be extra careful in order not to pierce the cameras or other sensitive parts. In order to save time, you can also use some benzene. As I told you earlier, benzene weakens the glue and can be easily removed. After cleaning, I placed a new screen. This screen is from Me2 brand and it is very original. Before fully putting back the new screen, I first sprayed the board with glue. This glue has an adhesive force which helps the screen to stick with the board. When you first apply it, it is always wet and as time goes on, it dries and hardens. After several hours when you leave the glue, it is now capable to hold the screen and the board. Another point to note here is that when spraying the glue, make sure that you don't spray the camera or other sensitive parts like the light sensor. After spraying the glue all over the board, I now pressed the new screen. I then pinned its fiber onto the motherboard. At this point, you should make sure that the fiber is fitting well onto the motherboard to avoid some other complications. If you're a technician, you know very well that when this fiber doesn't fit well, it can cause complication to the motherboard. Then place back the battery and then pins its fiber as well. I then tested the phone by switching it on. The phone now displays a logo called Infinix, which shows promising results. But we are not done yet. We need to test whether the touch screen works very well. After a few seconds, the phone turned on, showing its display. The display was showing in dim light, but I hope you can see it. From here, I then tried to test several functions like pressing on the screen to see whether all the buttons work. Upon realizing that everything is okay, I placed back the plastic that covers the motherboard and the plastic that covers the flex as well. I used the screwdriver to tie back all the screws. But before doing this, some phones have network cables running from the motherboard to the flex. Make sure that it is connected well. Now for this phone, I did not tamper with it. Hope it is connected well. After everything is done, I placed back the back cover. I then put back the line slot as well, and now the phone is ready to use. If you found this information helpful, you can help me by liking it, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on my content. Thank you.